on the internet recently, you probably have heard about this new virus going around and how it's going to be the new COVID. Well, is that actually true? Maybe, I don't know. It all depends on what's going to happen in the future. You've probably seen videos of summer outfits because they docked that ship, or cruise ship has a new virus, whatever it may be, you've probably heard of it. This new virus is none other than the hantavirus, which came from a cruise ship where people got infected by the virus, and it's like really bad apparently from what's going on. However, more than likely, hantavirus has been here for over 14 years, maybe over 1 million years. And is it as bad as people seem? Probably. It probably is. See, for COVID, there was a 14% chance you would die from it. But for hantavirus, there is, I think, a 40 or 20% chance. That's a really big difference, so it might be worse. And as of right now, there is no cure for it, which is really bad. However, the good thing is, in order to catch it, you would have to be very, very close to someone. While with COVID, you would just have to cough a couple of times to get a room full of people infected. Now, I'm not saying that this isn't bad and you shouldn't worry about it. Yeah, new viruses are very bad, but comparing it to a whole epidemic that happened back in 2020 isn't necessarily the best way. This hantavirus is very serious, but is it worse than COVID? No, I do not think so. Also, I do not think you should blame the people on the cruise. One, they had no idea that they were infected, and it's not their fault that they got infected. And I don't think the people who ran the cruise ship exactly knew that they were infected. Another concern that might be very big is the ocean. Waste can carry viruses, as we already know. So the people who were having waste, basically pooping, who were pooping on that ship, were spreading the virus even more. As we know, the ship, they get rid of their waste by dumping it into the ocean, which means that the fish will eat the poop, which isn't good because we use fish as food. So that could also be a very big concern. We don't know yet. We haven't heard all of it yet, so we're not sure about this. As what I've heard of, the FBI is currently looking for the victims, as I should probably say, of the hantavirus, and I'm honestly concerned for those people. For all we could know, they could be taking them into a lab and testing them like lab rats. Oof. Another thing that would be a big concern is that it's already spreading worldwide. There's a lot in the States, there's a lot in other countries that have already gotten infected, and there's a lot that have already died from it. Do we think this would be an epidemic like COVID? Maybe. I don't think so. Why? Well, like I discussed, it's not as bad as COVID, but it could get worse. But also, I don't know if it would actually get that bad. It probably could, but we still don't know about that. A lot of people are concerned to go on trips on airplanes because some are speculating that it also originated from a airplane that had people go onto a cruise ship. And people are now worried that if they go onto a trip with an airplane, they might get infected, which I don't necessarily think is true, but that's also a possibility, considering that this virus is very, really weird. So, but like I said, hantavirus has probably been here ever since millions of years ago, and we're just now discovering it. Will we find a cure? Probably. I mean, there are a lot of diseases that have been found and have cures, but alongside, there are others that haven't had cures. And maybe we'll find a cure for this one. In summary, should you really be freaking out about this new virus? Probably not. You shouldn't compare it to COVID because it's not as bad as COVID. And I don't think people should waste their time sweating over something that will probably be just a phase. Now, don't come at me if it ends up being like COVID. Don't mark my words on it. I am no doctor, I'm no scientist. I don't know what's gonna happen, so don't mark my words on it. But I don't think people should be as worried as they are. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.